What would you do if you found a beautiful little house deep in the forest and no one answered the door? Would you walk away, or would your curiosity win?
Once, in a peaceful forest where the sunlight danced through tall green trees, there stood a small wooden cottage. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't grand, but it was filled with something far more precious: love. Inside that cottage lived 3 bears. Papa Bear, big, strong, with a deep, rumbling voice that echoed like distant thunder, but a heart softer than honey. Mama Bear, gentle and wise, with kind eyes that noticed everything and paws that gave the warmest hugs. And Baby Bear, small, cheerful, curious about the world, and always asking questions. They were not just bears, they were a family. The golden sun peeked over the treetops. Mama Bear was already awake, humming softly as she stirred a pot.
Today feels special.
Papa Bear walked in, stretching. Every day is special when we're together. Baby Bear came running down the stairs. Mama, Papa, did the birds sing extra loud today? It feels different. Mama Bear smiled.
I don't know why. Maybe they're reminding us to be grateful.
Soon the sweet smell of warm porridge filled the cottage. 3 bowls were placed carefully on the table. Steam rose gently from each one. Papa Bear took a big spoonful. Oh ho, too hot! Mama Bear laughed lightly. Baby Bear blew dramatically on his spoon. It's still too hot. Papa Bear scratched his head thoughtfully. Let's take a walk. The forest air will cool. They left the house peacefully, not noticing the door hadn't shut completely. And sometimes small, forgotten details lead to big adventures. On the other side of the forest walked a young girl. Her golden curls bounced as she skipped along. Her name was Goldilocks. She loved exploring. She loved discovering. She loved adventure. But she also had a habit. She didn't always think before acting. That morning she had wandered farther than ever before. The path began to look unfamiliar. The path disappeared. The air felt quieter. Goldilocks nervously.
Maybe I should turn back.
But then she saw it. A cottage. Small, charming, almost magical. Her curiosity sparkled brighter than her caution. She walked closer, knocked gently. No answer. She hesitated only for a second before pushing the door open. It creaked softly, and she stepped inside. The cottage smelled warm and welcoming. Goldilocks looked around with wide eyes.
This place feels safe.
Then she noticed the table, 3 bowls of porridge. Her stomach growled loudly. I didn't eat much breakfast. She stepped closer, tasted the first bowl. Ouch, that's too hot. She tried the second. Brr, too cold. Then she tasted the third. Her eyes sparkled.
Oh, this is perfect.
She paused. She knew she shouldn't, but temptation. 1 bite became 2, 2 became 10, and soon the bowl was empty. She stared at it. A small flicker of guilt passed through her heart, but instead of leaving, she stayed. Goldilocks wandered into the living room. 3 chairs stood by the fireplace. The large one looked powerful. She climbed onto Papa Bear's chair. Too stiff, too tall. She slid down. Mama Bear's chair was softer, but she sank too deep into it. Then she tried the small wooden chair.
Finally, something just right.
She rocked gently, then harder, until crack! The chair splintered beneath her. She jumped up.
Oh no, I didn't mean to.
For a moment, she felt fear. She should leave. She knew that. But curiosity pushed her forward again. What else is in this house? The stairs creaked softly as she climbed. 3 beds waited quietly. The big bed felt like sleeping on a rock. The middle bed felt like a cloud she might sink into forever. Then she lay on the smallest bed. It hugged her gently, warm, comforting, safe. Her eyes grew heavy.
I'll just rest for a minute.
She was fast asleep. Outside, the 3 bears were walking home. Baby Bear was picking flowers. Papa Bear was talking about fixing the fence later. Mama Bear suddenly paused.
Do you feel that?
Papa Bear sniffed the air. Something was different. They reached the cottage. The door was open wider than before. Papa Bear's voice lowered. Stay close. They stepped inside. Silence. Then, Papa Bear looked at his bowl. Someone has tasted my porridge. Mama Bear looked at hers. Someone has tasted mine too. Baby Bear's lip trembled. Someone has eaten mine. All of it. His small paws clenched. Mama Bear gently touched his shoulder. They walked into the living room. Papa Bear's brow furrowed. Someone has been sitting in my chair. Mama Bear added softly, and in mine. Baby Bear stopped. His chair was broken. Tears filled his eyes. They broke it. His voice cracked. Papa Bear's deep voice grew serious. Whoever did this is still here. They climbed the stairs slowly, each step heavy, each breath tense. Papa Bear looked at his bed. Someone has been sleeping here. Mama Bear nodded. And here, too. Baby Bear approached his bed carefully. He froze. There! Someone is in my bed! Goldilocks stirred. She heard deep voices. Her eyes opened slowly, and there they were. 3 bears right in front of her. Her heart raced. Papa Bear looked stern. Mama Bear looked disappointed. Baby Bear looked hurt. Goldilocks sat up quickly. I was just curious. Papa Bear's voice echoed gently but firmly. Curiosity is not wrong. Mama Bear.
But entering someone's home without permission is.
Baby Bear whispered. You broke my chair. Goldilocks felt something new. Not fear, not embarrassment, but shame. Tears filled her eyes. I didn't think. Papa Bear nodded slowly. That is the lesson. Goldilocks jumped from the bed and ran, down the stairs, out the door, through the forest. She didn't stop until she reached home. Back in the cottage, silence returned. Mama Bear hugged Baby Bear. We can fix the chair. Papa Bear sighed. I hope she learned something today. Baby Bear wiped his tears. Do you think she'll come back? Mama Bear smiled gently.
If she does, I hope she knocks.
They made fresh porridge, sat together, and the house felt warm again. At home, Goldilocks sat quietly in her room. She replayed everything in her mind. The empty bowl, the broken chair, Baby Bear's sad eyes. She whispered to herself, just because something feels right doesn't mean it belongs to you. And from that day forward, she never entered anyone's home without asking. She never let curiosity silence kindness. Sometimes lessons are learned through fear, sometimes through embarrassment, but the best lessons are the ones that change who we become. And deep in the forest, the 3 bears lived peacefully, and somewhere not too far away, a little girl grew wiser. For such interesting stories, like, share, and subscribe. The end.